Your daily dough. Home baking without the hassle.
Hey guys, I'm Chris, co-founder of Your Daily Dough, and today I'm going to show you how to turn this pack into a beautiful sourdough focaccia. So, we're going to need a few kitchen essentials. A baking tray, some olive oil, a pastry brush, but if you don't have one, we can just use our hands, and then some ingredients of your choice. So today we're going to use a little bit of rosemary, some sun-dried tomatoes, and of course, salt. Once you've grabbed those, wash your hands, we're ready to get going. So the dough is good to go. All we're going to do is get it out of the pack, and then we're ready to shape. So we're going to take our scissors, and we're going to cut across the top of the pack, and then we're going to cut across the top part of the packaging, across the side, all the way along the bottom. Don't worry about cutting the dough, it's absolutely fine. And then down the top section. Cool, so now the fun bit. We're gonna take our spatula and we're gonna get the dough out of the pack. Now, there isn't really a right or wrong way of doing this. We literally just need to scrape the dough off the top of the film that you've cut. Again, don't worry if it sticks. We just need to keep going until it all comes off. And then we're going to use our spatula to get under the dough, and we're going to pull this onto our surface. So again, there isn't really a right or wrong way to do this. We just need to get it onto the surface, and once it's there, that's job done. So now we've got our dough onto the table, we're going to take our brush, dip it in the olive oil, and we're going to line our baking tray. So we need to make sure that it covers all of the base and the sides, so when the dough rises, it doesn't stick. So now we're going to take our dough and lift it into the baking tray. So what we want to do is hold it at the top, let the dough fall into the tray and fold it on itself, and just tuck it in from the sides. And we're simply going to leave that now for 2 hours. So the dough's going to relax and actually take up the shape of the baking tray. So our dough's been proving for about 2 hours. As you can see, it started to relax into the tray. So now what we need to do is take our oil and simply brush it on top. So now we're going to use our fingertips to push into the dough, and this will add extra air pockets for light, fluffy focaccia. And as you can see, the dough is moving into the corners of the tray. And once we're happy with that, we're simply going to leave that for another 2 hours to prove. The focaccia has been proving for another 2 hours, and now it's ready to bake. We need to preheat the oven to 200 degrees for fan assisted, 210 for a standard oven. And now it's the exciting part. We're going to dress our focaccia with our toppings. So today we're going to go for sun-dried tomatoes, rosemary and salt. So we just need to add a little bit more oil to the top of the focaccia. And then we're going to use our fingertips again to make some more holes. Then we can spin the tray and do it from the bottom, working to the top. And now it's time to dress the focaccia. So for this, we're just ripping up some sun-dried tomatoes and we're going to push it into the dough. Then we're going to get our rosemary and do the same. So you can spread this out quite evenly, pushing it in, leaving it on top, and that's going to add a beautiful flavour as it bakes. So other things you can add to this is basil, garlic, potatoes, anything you like really, anything that you think bakes well with bread. So Once you've added your salt and you're happy, that's ready to go in the oven for 20 minutes. Wow, what a beautiful focaccia, made with 1 bag of YDD dough and a few kitchen ingredients.
Your daily dough. Home baking without the hassle.